Good morning, y'all. It is December 15th, and I am back from my mini vacation. So yeah, I took 3.5 weeks off. That's a long time to take off, but there's my wife. We drove up here yesterday to Lexington, stayed at the Sleep Inn, the same one I stayed in when she picked me up, and she drove me here this morning. It's noon right now, almost noon. And yeah, it's not really that chilly out at all. But yeah, I'm starting right off where I left off. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about going out today. I feel like I'm starting off fresh again, which I basically am kind of. But I'm sure that'll go away after a couple days. Yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and say my goodbyes to my wife, and then I'm gonna get on trail and hike southbound, and I will get back with y'all. All right, baby. You got any words for me when I'm heading out?
Gonna miss you. Wish you weren't leaving. Kind of got used to having you home again, but I still support you, and I am really proud of you, and I really enjoy watching your videos. It's made it a lot easier, and I'm just looking forward again to see those again, and I get to see the behind the scenes because I talk to you in between, so I'm lucky. But you know, it's hard, but I don't want to make it any harder on you. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna miss you. I love you, and I'm really proud of you, and I really think you're doing great work. So
thanks, baby. I'm gonna miss you too. And yeah, it was hard, but I'm glad I got to see you. It really helped a lot. I think it's gonna help carry me these next couple months.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's gonna drive back to North Georgia, 6.5 hour drive, and I'm heading back to North Georgia too, but it's gonna be a 2-month walk. So yeah, and I will get back with y'all. All right. Hey y'all, so I've hiked 6.7 miles so far, and that was from Route 60 where my wife dropped me off. I didn't get on trail till noon, so and it's 2 o'clock right now, a little past, so not too bad, but the terrain's been super easy. Like, you hike along this stream most of the way, and then this big river. I don't know what river it is. I always say the wrong one, but maybe it's the James River. I know it's around here, but I'm not sure. But anyways, so from this point on, I'm hiking to Punch Bowl Shelter. I have like 4.6 miles left. I'm only doing 11 miles today just because I started late, and it's my first day back from, 3.5 weeks, almost a month. So I just want to like ease back into it. And I already feel like my groin a little bit, believe it or not. Yeah, so from here on out, though, it's just straight climbing. So I'm going to have a lot of climbing to do. So I probably won't get to the shelter till I usually stop anyways. And let me see, what else? Yeah, so since I am just starting back out, I gotta say, I really do feel really fresh, really out of shape, and, you know, pretty chubby. So, yeah, if you're planning on doing a through hike and you're thinking about taking some time off, I think 2 weeks is definitely manageable. I think anything over that is just kind of hard to get back into it. But, you know, I'm doing it, so it's definitely not impossible. It's just, you know, it's going to be frustrating unless you come out with that mindset knowing that you're going to be fresh and you're not going to have the legs like you had when you stopped and all that. As long as you have that understanding, I think you'll be fine. I put that understanding up here, so I was ready for it. So I'm feeling it a little bit, the cardio and everything. And now with these climbs, I'm probably definitely going to feel it a lot. I'm thinking about taking a little break and getting some food in me for this last little bit. And yeah, but it feels good though. It feels really, really good to be back on trail. I'm definitely stoked. The next 2 days, it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain tonight. That's why I'm going to that shelter to try to duck out in it. And then it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow through Tuesday night and then stop. But it's supposed to be nice after that. So we'll see. Tomorrow will be one of those days. I'll see what it looks like and how far I go. And, you know, if it's really cold, miserable rain, I'll probably just go to the next shelter and stop. Oh, here's another thing. You can see there's been tons of blowdowns too today. So I've been having to go around a lot of those. And yeah, you know, other than me being fresh and fat and out of shape, it's a really nice day. It's been a really nice hike so far. So yeah, I'm just gonna find a little place to stop, eat something, and keep on hiking southbound, and I will get back with y'all. All right. Hey y'all, whew. So I made it up that last climb, hardest climb of the day. Man, it was brutal. I think mostly it was just brutal because I'm fresh. Man, oh God, I was like, I had to stop like 4 times going up it. It was probably only like a mile up, but it was just a straight up climb. And the trail's real leafy and it's like on the side, kind of on the side of a mountain. So it's not, you don't really have great like traction. So you slide back a lot, especially in the really steep spots. So that was frustrating. But from here on out to the shelter, I think I have less than 3 miles now. I just have like ups and downs, like a little roller coaster. And then I'll get there. But man, I'm glad I'm only doing 11 today because, man, I am out of shape, no doubt. But the trail will get me back in shape soon enough for sure. So you can see the sun. It's only like a little after 3, but it doesn't take long in the mountains for it to just go over one of those big hills and you don't see it no more. And it'll feel like it's 6 o'clock out and it's only like 4, you know? So, well, I was gonna talk about, man, I can't remember what I was gonna talk about. Let me think. God, I was gonna talk about something I totally forgot. You know what? I'm gonna get back to hiking. If I remember it, I will get back with y'all and let y'all know. All right, talk to you soon. Okay, so I remember what I was gonna talk about. I was gonna talk about why I stayed so long off trail. Because a lot of people don't watch the Q&As and they just watch my videos. I explained it in my Q&A. So anyways, and by the way, I apologize about those Q&As, those live ones. I'm not very good at it. It's going to take me a little bit to get used to being able to read the comments right. So I apologize for all the comments I didn't answer, the questions. So anyways, the reason I stayed off trail so long. So my last video, you saw that I was saying I was just gonna take a couple days off, maybe 3, and I just felt like I needed a break. But by the second day, I realized that my mind was with my wife at home, and like I could not get that out of my head. And it just seemed like all day, all I did was think about just being at home with my wife. And so I called her because I was planning on taking a couple of weeks off in December for Christmas. So I called her and I told her, I go, you know what? I think I should just take a couple of weeks off now, get this out of my system, and I'm sure I'll be revving to get back on the trail after that. So she was like, okay. So she came and picked me up that day and brought me back the next day. And so I was only going to stay 2 weeks. So I ordered that sleeping bag from Z-Packs, which I got. But so they said they had some in back stock. When I ordered it, after 2 days, I contacted them. They're like, oh, we have to make yours. So it's going to be a little while, like another week. And so I explained my situation. So they said they would rush it. And so that's why I had to stay another week. It didn't make sense getting back on trail, then having her send me my sleeping bag and then me send my old one back. So yesterday, we left to Virginia yesterday, 6.5 hour drive. And we were waiting for the package. And the package came like about 11:45. And as soon as it got here, we had the car packed up, everything ready. We just threw the sleeping bag in there and hauled to Virginia. Then we got a room last night and she dropped me off this morning. But that's why I ended up taking the extra week, 3 weeks off there. And then I had already taken like 3 days off before that. So that's why it's been 3.5 weeks. So that's why I took so much time off. I didn't mean to, and I don't advise it. Definitely not that much time. It's a little bit too much, because like I said, I'm feeling it today. But yeah, so that's why it happened the way it did. And but I'm back on now, and I'm going to be on the trail for as long as it takes me to finish. I'm not really worried about a time frame. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing. And I figure after a couple of weeks I'll be back in trail shape, like I was when I left, and you know, ready to finish this thing up. Well, anyways, so I'm gonna keep on hiking southbound, and I will get back with y'all. All right. Hey y'all, so I made it to Punch Bowl Shelter. This is it behind me, as you can see. It's a little shelter. I think it's like a 6-person shelter. No one else is here right now. It's a Sunday, December 15th. No one probably will show up. If you see right there, there's this little pond, and then the spring, the path to the spring's right there. I don't think it's far. I think it's just right there, and it flows into that pond. So I got to get some water. I'm almost out. I just hiked the whole 11 all the way with 1.5 liters, and I cameled up before I left, and I didn't get any water. I just hiked straight here with that. But like I said, I drank pretty much that 1.5 liters. I have a couple sips left. So yeah, yeah, no one's here. I don't know if anyone will show up. But anyways, it's probably gonna get dark really soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up, get some water, eat something. Oh, I think that's the privy back there. I think. Not really sure. There's some kind of building back there. Anyways, yeah, and edit, and I will get back with y'all. All right. All right, y'all. This is my home for the night. I am set up in Punchbowl Shelter. Back this up so you can see the shelter. And that's it. It's a little shelter, picnic bench in the front, and there is a pond over here, and the spring is right in there. It's just really close. So that's my new sleeping bag, 10 degree Z-Packs bag. It's really fluffy. It's a lot more fluffy than my other one. Takes up a lot more room in my pack. So I'm pretty excited. I hope it keeps me really warm. And I like that it's black too. Hey y'all. So, let me see. There's a poster in here. I don't know if y'all can see me. It's really dark. It's getting dark so quick. But there's a missing person poster in here. Let me see if y'all can see it. There, you can see it a little bit. Nathan is missing. I don't know if it's that same kid from the Route 60 exit that I saw that poster about, that I was talking about. That guy doesn't look the same. He looks heavier. Or maybe it's just another picture of him. But he looks different too. And I'm definitely not going to say anything about it, because the last time I speculated about what happened to that guy, I had a couple of people comment all butthurt that I came to that conclusion. But it wasn't really a conclusion. It was just, you know, I read all the facts and stuff, and then I was like, man, that's what it sounds like to me. And I wasn't saying that's what it was. Because I said it sounded like he came out here to kind of just end it. But I was just saying that was my opinion about it. And that's the thing. I really don't mind people, you know, voicing their opinion and saying, you know, constructively, like, oh, I see where you might come up with that, or I don't think that at all. This is what I think happened. But when someone comes at me and goes, that's not cool to say, or you shouldn't say that stuff, I am sensitive to it, and it's my pet peeve, and I'm a huge, huge champion of free speech, and I'm a product of the 80s and the 90s where PC culture wasn't a thing, and I speak my mind, and so I don't mind people voicing their opinions, but when someone tells me you shouldn't say that, or that's not cool to say, I'm like, that's when I'll come back at you quick, man. But anyways, besides that, it's probably going to get dark soon. I still need to eat. And I haven't even started editing, but that's not a big deal. I'll just lay down and edit. And yeah, but here's the thing is, every time I start a backpacking trip, when I just doing like a little section or something, the first day I have to force feed myself. Like, I have no appetite. And when I get to camp, especially, I just never have an appetite. And so I got to sit down there, and I'm not even gonna cook. I'm just gonna eat some tuna fish and some some sausage I have and maybe some crackers just to get food in me, but I have to force feed myself because right now, the way I feel, I don't want to eat nothing at all. I just want to drink some liquids and stuff. But that's how it always is for me. The first day out, I just don't want to eat. It was the same way when I started. So, man, even though I only took 3.5 weeks off, it's basically like I'm starting over. And today I only did 11 miles, but man, that last half kicked my butt. I mean, it was brutal. It was just almost all climbing for like 4.5 miles, but there were some downs, but mostly just climbing. But man, I'm whooped. Oh man, that's another thing. I'm going to take some ibuprofen and stuff. So yeah, I'm just probably going to, I'll probably check back in an hour or so after I get done doing everything. It'll probably be dark, but that's okay. And then I'll wrap it up after that, and I will talk to y'all then. All right. Hey y'all, so I'm going to end it for today. December 15th, only did 11 miles today. Just starting back out again after almost a month off. And I don't recommend doing it ever to anyone who's thinking about doing through hike. But I needed to do it. It's what I needed to do. I know for sure. And I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad I was able to realize that I wanted to finish this, and I got back on trail. So I'm grateful for that, because I could have got home and been like, man, I'm super comfortable. I feel good. I don't have nothing to prove. I've done a through hike before and just stayed at home. So that's the gamble you're going to take if you get off for a little while, because I know in 2016, I know a few people who got off. They were getting off for a week or two to go spend time with their family, and they never came back. But I kind of knew they weren't, the way they were talking. But anyways, I got to where I needed to get to. It wasn't pretty, but I got here, and we'll see what happens tomorrow with the rain, and we'll play it by ear when the sun comes up, if it comes up. And yeah, I was able to get some food down my throat into my belly. Ate some of those salmon packets and some peanut butter, some sausage links, some peanut butter M&Ms. I'm gonna eat some gummy savers, and yeah. So edited a little bit of my video, and now it's almost 6 o'clock. Not even 6 o'clock yet, and it's already pretty much dark out here. And I'm probably just gonna sit here for a little bit longer, keep editing, and then jump into my new sleeping bag and test it out tonight, and read. I'm probably going to stay up a little bit late tonight so I don't wake up in the middle of the night, because that's another thing I have to do when I'm first starting out, is I usually have to stay up at least the first few nights, stay up pretty late, and that way I won't wake up in the middle of the night and not be able to go back to sleep. So yeah, that's my plans, and I will talk with y'all in the morning. All right.